Hi, everyone.
We're David and Jamie from The Rooted Marriage, the online marriage ministry of Stonebriar Community Church.
And we have an encouraging thought for your marriage.
You know, even though we're a team in our marriage, we still have our unique preferences and styles, don't we?
Yes.
For example,
Well, I like crunchy tacos.
and I like soft tacos.
And I'm neat and organized.
I tend to be a little messy and creative.
Well, I like to think about things before I give you the bullet points of my opinion.
That's true. And I like to talk about things over endlessly. You know, one last one though, and this is a toughie. When we argue or have conflict, I fight to win.
And I argue to connect. And for many years in our marriage, this was a huge problem.
You see, this came from a combination of our personalities, but also our family backgrounds. Arguments were entertaining challenges for me.
But for me, they were and still are scary moments of disconnection. We've been talking about working together towards effective communication as a couple. And here's the final but significant tip. Know and work to improve your communication style.
In his book, The Couple Checkup, Dr. David Olsen identifies 4 unique styles of personal communication.
The first one is the passive communicator. While this person can be seen as easygoing or relaxed, the problem arises when they don't share needs, perspectives, opinions, or feelings. This can give rise to unhealthy communication from their partner, and it can stifle their own right to be heard, understood, and respected.
Next is the aggressive communicator. This person can be demanding and extremely expressive about their wants, needs, and opinions. But again, this can be unhealthy because it doesn't create space or respect for their partner's identity and needs. The aggressive expression can also many times be overbearing and hurtful.
And then there's the passive-aggressive communicator. They are passive when confronted, but aggressive through manipulation, deceitfulness, and high control without the aggressive personality or expression. This can come from a very hurt heart and low self-esteem. These individuals can be extremely sarcastic because they are trying to share their heart, but they are protecting it as well by controlling the people around them.
And the assertive communicator, though, is willing to look at communication and conflict through the lens of what we call win-win. They work to answer 2 simple questions. What will help us understand the issue to be better connected in our hearts? And what can we do both together to practically solve the problem?
So how do we move to this type of healthy communication?
Well, try these baby steps to get started. 1, seek an identity that's rooted in God's forgiveness and grace. If you tend towards one of these unhealthy patterns, as we did, start with a right relationship with God through His Son Jesus, who invites you to forgiveness, new life, and freedom from your past. Next, be honest with your spouse about how you tend to lean. In fact, ask them for their honest opinion and perspective, or maybe a close friend who you know will tell you the truth, and simply listen without responding. And third, develop a new vocabulary, response, and pattern. This means finding new words to say to each other, new ways to react in times of conflict, and then practicing them together as a means of working together.
This can be hard work, but be encouraged. Paul says it this way in 2 Corinthians 5:17 in the New Living Translation. This means that anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone, and a new life has begun.
God's work in you can bring about the growth into new and effective styles of communication with your partner.
With all this hard work, sometimes you just need some fun to enjoy with your spouse. And we'd like to invite you to join us at Marriage Night, both online or in person on October 2nd for an evening of laughter, encouragement, and wisdom on marriage in partnership with Right Now Media. Find out more and register at stonebriar.org/events.
As always, we're praying for you and your marriage.
Till next time.